All right, kind of going a little off my kind of playing games that were taking place in July of, whatever date. 7th March, 1862, the Battle of Pea Ridge. Yeah. Why? Well, because I went there a couple of years ago. Was it last year? I think it was last year, actually. And so we're doing it in Battle Cry, which I just picked up. This box and a second box. That one's not even punched. It is open, but it's not punched. This is the first edition. And this is the Battle of Pea Ridge. Let's take a look here. A very early battle in the Civil War. I'm kind of talking out of my whatever about this, but was a fascinating battlefield to visit. One of my first ones, the first national battlefield to visit. You can see it here on this kind of overview map. Car coming up there, the Union coming up from the south, and then Van Dorn and Price coming from the north. Meeting at Elkhorn Tavern there. And so this town here is Elkhorn Tavern and that's Carr. And then over here is that general is Dodge. And then that general there is Price. The goal here, it's just simply get 6 medals. So you don't have to take the towns or anything. None of that's important. Those are just there for kind of defensive purposes and kind of lay of the land. Take 6 medals. I really wish these artillery were up on the hills because then they could fire way the heck out. So that'll be interesting, kind of moving those around. They're just foot cavalry or artillery, so they can move 1. I don't know if they can move 1 in battle. I think they can. Limitations are pretty. This is like one of the first ones out there for this system. So they, the infantry fire out to 4 hexes, 4, 3, 2, 1, which I find fascinating. In the memoir, it's just 3, 2, 1. It's 3 hexes for infantry. So. And the artillery can really reach out to 5, which is pretty amazing. And the cavalry just adjacent. And they can move 3 and fire. Well, that guy needs another guy. Miniatures look pretty cool. So here we go. As I said, these are hard to report on because there aren't turns per se. Just 6 medals. So I'll just report back at when it's looking like there's been some advances made. So let's show you this map here. Kind of a closer. There's Dodge and Carr. So this is kind of the eastern part of the battle. You can see Price over there on the right. Coming over there along Elkhorn Tavern. Van Dever's not on there, and Van Dorn isn't on there, so they'd be kind of on over here on this side. That's why I bought 2, because maybe you could do both sides of the battle, which could be interesting, and maybe make some objectives or something. All right. We'll get going and let's see how it goes. All right, first report in. I thought I should report the first flag, first blood drawn for the Confederates. That flag here, because there was units here, these guys moved up. When you roll this, when you're attacking infantry, yeah, that's going to wipe them out. 4 hits, 4 down. So that is that. First blood to the Confederates. This cavalry unit's down to 1 guy. I love the hit and run card. These guys moved up here, knocked these guys down to 1 and moved back. These guys just moved up here. I'm feeling like the Confederates are going to take this because they seem like a lot more guys over there. But all right, we'll see what happens. One thing fun to think about in this game is order of firing. So these 2 guys were going to fire in the artillery that was here. So this guy fired first in case these guys needed to retreat because their only way they could retreat was here. Because actually, in this case, they could have still fired on him. But you have to kind of look at who's firing them because I had one here where I fired and the guys retreated back here, so then the unit couldn't fire on them when the Confederates are on this side. So really I should have fired the guys over. Anyway, you got to kind of think about where they have to retreat and where they might go to make sure you get all the fire you can. Because that's how pretty much how you win this game, is roll the most dice. I mean, that's probably every game, isn't it? That definitely want to roll a lot of dice. So, okay, we have 2 to 2 here. 2 Confederate, 2 flags captured, 2 Union flags captured. This is all that's left on the Union right. The Union center, I was feeling pretty weak sauce, but then they got to do some really good things. They just got a leadership thing card where they're allowed to roll. Actually, these guys are in trouble. They're right next to him. Pardon me, that's Jeff in the background dying. But anywho. But so now it's funny. It's like, wow, wait, I saw a lot of gray. Now it's a little bit less gray there. So it's coming out here. It's we'll see what happened. 2-2. All right, wow. This is we're down to 5 Confederate flags captured to 4. And the Union keeps getting all the cool cards like leadership and flank and sharpshooter and all that business. So I could it's Confederate turn, but that was a big turn. So we got 5-4. Let's see where it goes. Game over, man. My first game of Battle Cry in about 10 or 15 years. The Union claims a victory. I had a few different cards, but I decided to go for the one where I could roll 4 dice against one soul infantry dude. And no commentary from the peanut gallery there, people. Shh. Anyway, so they attacked. So this was pretty cool. I really thought the Union was toast muffins here. They were getting whittled down on the right and center, but I reinforced the center. These guys never did anything. Thanks a lot, boys. And I really thought the Confederates really pressed the attack here, but it failed them. So the Elkhorn Tavern is saved, and the Confederates are going to lick their wounds and go back and try to fight another day. So it's a good thing this isn't GCACW, because the Confederates would have won. I have never won as the Union on that game, and here I have a victory. So I guess I'll play Battle Cry to make myself feel better about myself. All right, that's that. Fun game. That was fun. Good time. And Jeff and Warmutt watched while Jeff sets up blind swords, and Mutt, I don't know, paints or twiddles his thumbs, and McMurray was here at the painting miniatures, and McMurray was here at the beginning. So, all right, that's that. Very fun game. Pea Ridge is done. See ya. P.S. The Union got all the cool cards, well, not all of the cool cards, but they are the only ones that got special cards. They got reinforcements, they got sharpshooter, they got hit and run, and I feel like there was another 1 or 2 that they got. So what I feel like the hit and run is cool. Cavalry moves 3 or whatever number, up to 3, battles full battle, and then moves again. So they were able to, on both sides, I think they were able to move up and move back. I feel like twice. I don't know if there's that many. And these guys definitely did it, where they moved up here and moved back. It's kind of funny watching the development of the system, how they change the way things battle and all that. And then it'll be interesting to see how they do it, because that game up there is way more complicated compared to this. And that, like, for example, this guy's down to 1 unit. He still rolls 3 dice. So when these guys moved up, they rolled 4 dice because this general adds 1. Whereas I think in Napoleonics, they, I don't know what the rule is, but he would roll less dice because there's just 1 less guy, which I think is cool. But I'm also cool with the full dice, because I've played miniature games where, this is just a symbol. Really, their guys breaking down is kind of more of a morale thing than weakening, but they still have the same firepower. So I'm good either way, but I think it'll be interesting in Napoleonics how that changes your tactics. So, all right, that's it for the PS. Now I'm done.